Good morning. Today is November 18th. It's Wednesday, and this is an overview of our asynchronous work for today. Our work centers around Rashad and Quinn, the two narrators of our story, and how are they similar and different. To go into today's work, you're going to click here to open up the Nearpod. After you put your name in and join, the first thing that you're going to end up doing is our check-in form. So make sure that you check in during class time. I use this form to be able to see if anybody needs help. I use it to see if there's any way that I need to reach out to you or anything that you need during class. So please fill this out for attendance purposes. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to work on some theme statements. So in 2 or 3 sentences, you're going to complete these sentences or these questions here. So the first question is about fathers and sons, specifically for Rashad. So what kind of expectations does Rashad's father have for him? What does it say in the text? And what does this make you think? So these responses should be 2 to 3 sentences long. Remember, when you add your text box in, you have the ability to make the text bigger or smaller so that it fits in the box and is readable. So you have 2 or 3 sentences for these 3 questions talking about fathers and sons. After you're done answering those questions, we're going to go into a brief plot and character review for Friday Rashad and Friday Quinn. So the first thing that you're going to do is matching. This is the exact same matching from class yesterday. Please match the character's name to their description. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to compare and contrast Quinn and Rashad based on what you know about them from the Friday chapters. So here's an example. Quinn is Caucasian. Rashad is African American, but they're the same because both of them are high school students at Springfield High School. So you're going to use the text to find evidence about Quinn and evidence about Rashad and fill in the remainder of this chart, comparing and contrasting the characters. On the next slide, you're going to work on some brief plot summaries. So just summarize the who, what, where, when, how, and why of the Rashad chapter that can be found on assignment 51. And summarize the who, what, when, where, how, and why of the Quinn chapter. That text can be found on assignment 53. After you summarize both of the chapters very briefly, what you're going to do is work on your first brief constructed response. We started going over this in class yesterday. So on this slide are your full directions. Your response has to be between 150 and 200 words. Your question is about the perspectives of the characters. So why do you think that the author chose to look at this story through Quinn's perspective and Rashad's perspective? How does the author develop each perspective differently? To help you out, I have a paragraph frame here, and you can fill in the information from the text and from your brain to make sure that you reach 150 to 200 words. This assignment is a Google Doc. You must add a doc to assignment 54, yesterday's assignment. Here are the steps of how to do it. Many of you did this in class yesterday. If you did, I copy and pasted the directions on the document for your convenience so you can use them. The last thing that you're going to do is complete your checkout form. So the checkout form goes through today's assignments. Make sure that you have everything done through the checkoff list, and has you evaluate the easiest and the most difficult assignment. So those are all of our assignments today. Please make sure that you've read our chapters so that your answers make sense. I'm looking at written responses here, so I'm looking at your sentences. Have a great day, and if you need me, please feel free to reach out.